Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to do some music reactions. This one is to Home Free, and the song is actually premiering right now. Um, I've backed it to the starting point. It is 1:05, so they literally just started. It's called Understand. It's from what I understand from Kevin Clements and some of the others, all of these songs that they're releasing, at, at least for the most part, are from their new album, which are all originals. And so Understand is their newest one. So let's give it a listen. I'm also on a time crunch. I've got to go meet somebody in 20 minutes. So I actually won a gift card. I wasn't expecting to win. So I'm actually going to give that to my supervisor who her cancer is getting worse. So we're going to give that to her because her family could use it. All right, here we go. Understand. Got a Top Gun theme going on.
I might not know the reason for the changing of the season, but I know how I feel about this when it comes to birds and the bees and chemistry, baby. You and me, we're a perfect fit in a world where anything goes. Out of control, girl, it's good to know there's a heart of gold and someone to hold back home waiting on me. There's a lot of things I can't figure out, like how a 737 gets off the ground when a prayer goes up and answer comes down. What you doing with me right here, right now? Why am I such a lucky man? Head on my shoulder, hand in my hand, it'll always be a mystery. Yeah, there's just some things I don't need to understand.
Trying to find a good place to pause. They're fast paced on this one. So, they're definitely at an airfield because there's a I can't tell if it's a drone or an actual plane. It depends on how far away it actually is. Um, but they're on an airstrip of some sort. It looks like a small airport. So Top Gun theme. And actually, I think their thumbnail from when it was saying notify, I think it's done in Top Gun logo format, isn't it? I think so. The Maverick. So agreeing that there's some stuff we just don't need to understand. But there are some things that we do need to understand. So we'll have to listen some more.
A mystery, yeah, there's just some things I don't need to understand. When you're rolling on this crazy ride, I don't know how my mind decides which moments become memories you're gonna keep for life. Come on.
I feel like I haven't heard Chance in forever. His voice is sounding more warm than I remember, but he's always had that warmth in his tone, hasn't he? Rhapsody in Blue. That's kind of a good name for a plane. Bohemian Rhapsody? Rhapsody in Blue? Don't know if that's what it's about.
Which moments become memories you're gonna keep for life. Come on, baby, what you say we make some more tonight. There's a lot of things I can't figure out, like how a 737 gets off the ground when a prayer goes up and answer comes down. What you doing with me right here, right now? Why am I such a lucky man? Head on my shoulder, hand in my hand, it'll always be a mystery. Yeah, there's just some things I don't need to understand.
Rob and Austin blending together there. I'm not catching all the lyrics, just mainly the refrain. Or the refrain? Chorus. Mainly the chorus. Is it the same thing? I'll have to look that up.
To understand how the moon causes oceans to rise and where the time goes when it flies. There's a lot of things I can't figure out, like how a 737 gets off the ground when a prayer goes up and answer comes down. What you doing with me right here, just some things I don't need to understand. Oh.
1,000 views 5 minutes ago, or it uploaded 5 minutes ago. It's a short one, only 2.5 minutes. I was thinking that was awfully short. Very catchy. I think it points to something that I've always said in work. Get that off the screen, which is sometimes we don't need to know all of the scientific, philosophical, or whatever workings behind things. Some people like all that information, some people don't. When I was doing substance abuse treatment, we'd talk about serotonin, GABA, ner- I haven't taught it in forever. Not neurotone. There's epinephrine, norepinephrine, all these different chemicals that we've got in our brain, and they know how different drugs react in the brain and why it causes these feelings and why we have these reactions when we're high on it, why we have these reactions when we're coming down off of it, why certain withdrawal symptoms are experienced, all this kind of stuff. So they get into all of the chemical reactions in the brain. And I've always had a hard time keeping it all straight and everything like that. But I've always said, what's important to know is, and talked about that. But, the how do you get a big hulking metal plane up in the air? The air, air aeronautics, aerospace, all of that has come a long ways since the first airplane that made it, what, a couple of 100 feet in flight for the first flight. How do the physics work and how does this work? Why do we get this reaction when you combine vinegar and baking soda? All this kind of stuff. Some of the stuff is cool, and it's cool if you know, if you understand all that kind of stuff. But sometimes, you don't really need to know it. If you trust in the people that are experts in that area, then you can trust them to know why it does it, and you can just enjoy the effects. So, I did hear them talking about being a lucky man, hand in hand, all this kind of stuff. So I think that I interpret that as being just remembering to love life and enjoy what you have and not to get too upset or too down a rabbit hole with things that we don't necessarily understand and all that kind of stuff. So that's the way I interpreted that part. But understand, yeah, it's a very fast, peppy song for them, faster than I'm used to. Did Tim write that one? Does it tell me who wrote it? Probably not. They don't usually share that info. Filmed at the Pineville, Oregon airport. So that was when they were in Oregon. All of our songs are made without instruments. Oh, you can text them now. Interesting. What would you text them? Your music request? At any rate, I enjoy the boys. You guys know I love them. I am trying to raise money to see about having them play at my 50th birthday party in 2 years. So if you'd like to donate, I'll have the information in the description below. It is in 2 years, but it's going to take time to save up the money. I'm also talking to the Arts Council in town who brings in musical acts, seeing if we can work together. And the other way you can help if you can't give a donation is to subscribe. I'm not good at promoting myself, so I'm trying to get used to doing that. I should have done it at the beginning. But thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.